Hey, everybody, and welcome back into another Utah Mammoth Daily. So, this is the St. Louis Blues reaction video, I guess. But that game was wild. It was super weird. Mammoth got out to a 4-0 stomping of the Blues in the first period, chased the Knights goalie after just less than 8 minutes. Jordan Binnington came in and also gave up a goal. So, that first period was what the Mammoth could look like. That's what I'm sure all the fans were dreaming of, and what GM Bill Armstrong was thinking of when he built the roster, and what Andre Trigny believed this team could do to any opponent. That first period, the Mammoth were flying all over the ice. They kept consistent possession of the puck, and they just knocked the Blues on their heels. The Blues didn't really know how to react until late in the first period. They kind of got under the Mammoth skin with some questionable hits. I'm not going to say the dirty word, but they were questionable, and some mixing it up in front of the net, which every team does, and it kind of annoyed the Mammoth a little bit. And then going into that second period, it really showed the hitting, the constant roughing around, the pushing around, the hard charging after loose pucks that the Blues were doing, and a lot of veteran tricks that I saw that were going on. It got to the Mammoth a little bit. So it was a lesson in growing up that the Mammoth need to do, especially in learning how to keep the pedal to the metal in games where they are just way out in front, in the way that teams like the Panthers or the Oilers, the Lightning, I know the Lightning are struggling early this year, but they'll be fine, or the Avalanche, how they put games away and just break the will of their opponent. I think it's a lesson for the Mammoth. And then the third period kind of evened out a little bit. It was 2-2 there. So a wild game. It was like 3 games in one. Each period was its own separate game, but it was a ton of fun. Veggie also had a couple of goals that I am sure he wants back, especially that one, the wraparound goal. He fell for the shot fake when he probably shouldn't have, so it's something there. And then just not continuing to play when his mask fell off. I know a lot of Mammoth fans are angry that goal was allowed, but I think Dom Moore and Maddie on the cast for SCG Plus, I think they explained it very well. And then Nick Olczyk as well between periods. They all explained it perfectly well as to why that goal stood. It was because it was still a scoring opportunity. If the puck was cleared away, if it wasn't a direct play at goal, then play would have been stopped. Veggie would have been able to get his mask back. But it was still a scoring threat. The pass went directly to the goal scorer, and it's a goal. Any way you slice it, that's a goal. And so Veggie should have done a better job there, and I know he knows that as well. But overall, fun team. Really is a fun team to watch. You never know what you're going to get each night, and I think that's something really fun to come back to. All right, I just spent a little bit, way too much time on that topic, so let's move it along to Cooley's Natty. How about that? In the first period, in like 7 minutes, he scored a natural hat trick. Crazy. One of the fastest to do it in NHL history. Is the fastest in Utah history, obviously. And already we have more hat tricks this season than we did in all of our inaugural season. And it happened in the space of a week. So the talent is really starting to show up, and the cohesiveness of this squad is looking really good. Logan Cooley finished with 3 goals and an assist, 4 points, and it wasn't just the volume, it was the timing. He scored first, on a one-timer from Dylan Gunther that was absolutely awesome, but the second one was just cinema. Getting the puck and then playing it between his legs and then just poking it past the goalkeeper, just chef's kiss, just absolutely beautiful. And then on the power play, he buried a rebound from Mikhail Sergachev's blast for number 3. So, and there we go again. Defensemen shooting the puck more, especially Sergachev. When he puts the puck on net, it's good things happen. He is one of the most picky and choosy people I think I've ever seen when shooting the puck. But when he does, good things happen. So it was a statement game for Cooley, a coming out party for Cooley. The kind of performance that says, I'm here and I'm the guy, and he did it all while the Blues were targeting him. They were pushing him around. Logan Cooley still hasn't filled out his frame yet, so he's not as big as he could be. And so the Blues were roughing him up a little bit, pushing him around, saying, all right, we're going to target you, are you going to beat us while we're targeting you? And he did. It was fantastic. He's now tied for the team lead in points and looks like he's found that balance between patience and aggression that everybody's been looking for. A week ago, we were talking about bad puck luck and finding rhythm. Well, Luka Cooley is kind of creating his own now, and so is his line. That third line is just excellent. And now let's move it along to stars and role players. The top six is rolling. They're scoring a bunch. And the bottom six, while I would like to see more goal production from them, they are grinding the heck out of the game and opposing teams. So let's talk a little bit more. So Clayton Keller had 2 goals and an assist, including the empty netter. That was also the 200th goal of Clayton Keller's career. He is also the third fastest to score 100 points for his club. That stat is kind of tilted in his favor because he was already a veteran. And so putting him on the list with Wayne Gretzky does it. As a Utah Mammoth fan, it kind of puts a sour taste in my mouth. Like, yeah, but there's an asterisk there, right? It's not like he was a rookie like Wayne Gretzky was, or Wayne Rogers was for the Hartford Whalers. So, asterisk on that one. Let's just do that. Nick Schmaltz added a goal and 2 assists, tipping in a Sergachev point shot on the power play late in the third. And J.J. Peterka, while he hasn't been really scoring goals in the last few games, he racked up 3 assists in this one. So he is scoring points. He's just not scoring goals. And he continues to show why that trade was such a win for Utah, especially with Buffalo. Josh Doan is struggling, and then Michael Kessering is injured. So Utah's really definitely winning that trade early. And even the blue line got involved early with that first goal from Ian Cole, of all people, just 3 minutes in to set the tone against his former club. And here's the thing. Utah didn't dominate the faceoff circle. They lost it, in fact. And they didn't win every puck battle. They got shoved off the puck a lot. But they won the moments. That's been the theme of the homestand and now the first game of this road trip. They're finishing chances, capitalizing on special teams, and staying calm under pressure. Remember when I said last week that puck luck turns when you earn it? That's what this looks like. The effort and structure are giving them the breaks they weren't getting early on. And they got pushed around a lot. In fact, the Blues out-hit the Mammoth 32-15. Oh, so I would like to see that a little bit different for the Mammoth. I'd like to see them hitting a little bit more. But overall, just the game was it was fun to watch. You felt the full range of emotions. You were up high, you were down low. It was an amazing first period, and then the frustration of yet another second period let down from this team. And then a third period, which was all gas, no brakes. It was so much fun. And now, lastly, let's wrap this up here with a quick word about how to move forward, what we're looking for here. So the Mammoths sit at 6-2-0, perfect at home and climbing in the standings. They've beaten pretty much every type of opponent, physical teams like Calgary and St. Louis, and the tactical ones like Boston and Colorado. And they've looked better each night. We're also seeing an identity. The top 2 lines are elite. Keller, Schmaltz, Hayton on one, Cooley, Gunther, and Peterka on the other. And the blue line led by Sergachev is adding more offense while keeping gaps tight. And Dmitry Simashev, while he still continues to make rookie mistakes, the good is vastly outweighing the bad on that blue line. The next step is sustaining it when bounces don't go your way. Because right now the confidence is real and so is the swagger. Coach Trigney said it best after the game. We are learning how to win in different ways. That's the mark of a team that is nearing the playoffs. And for Utah, well, the herd isn't just running downhill anymore. It's learning how to trample anyone in its way. So, this has been your Utah Mammoth for today. I am very excited with this team. Every game is a different roller coaster of emotions. I hope you all are enjoying the season too. If you are, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all tomorrow.